Welcome everybody to our full moon practice. Let's get started. And this full moon practice can be practiced for pretty much the week after, during, and after the full moon. So you could enjoy it for more than just one day. And let's get started. We're going to be on our back today. And this is a more contemplative practice. And we are going to start on the back and move from there. We want to move a little slower because we are dealing with amplified energy of the full moon. We need to give ourselves more rest right now. We need to move more slowly and be very aware of what's going on with our body. So let's do it. Okay, you guys, I'm so glad you made it tonight. Come into your mat. So we're going to go to the mat and lay on your back. Make sure you have your blankets and your blanket, everything close by. Find your heels, and you're going to take a block and place it right in between your knees, right from the go. Right in the knees, and then press up. So we're doing a nice bridge. Bridge is going to help stabilize the pelvis and the back body. This is a great posture. It's a posture that helps reset the pelvis. Important to do. And then we lower. Now, as we lower, you're going to keep your knees connected here to the block, and then extend your legs up. So I'm holding onto the block in between my legs, and then lowering the legs as much as you can, hovering above the ground, and lift the upper body up. Stabilize. Then bring it back in, find your heels. Push back up, bridge. So we're going to be doing that 3 times. We want to be strong and stable. Being very aware, right? The full moon is going to amplify whatever our state is. So we want to move ourselves into a very steady, calm state. That's what we need as we start moving into fall. And steady, strong, stable. And then lower. The legs then come up, so we go straight up. I like to start out this way because that makes it a little easier for people. And then you slowly lower. Go as far as you can. Now, if this is it, that's fine. Then lift the upper body up. Now, if you get up here and you could do more, then lower. If it's too much, you're down here, then come out of it a little bit. No problem. And then bring it in. One more bridge, lift. See if you can lift a little higher. Push the sternum forward. And then lowering, and again, you're going to draw the knees in, lift up, lower the legs as far as you can, then lift the upper body, hold. Good, and then we're going to open up. I still have this block in between my legs. This is going to help me be more stable. Arms now open up to the side, and you're going to drop your legs to the right, hover above the ground, and hold. I'm not coming to the ground. I'm staying hovered above the ground. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Spinal twist, but it's active. And then lifting. and going in the other direction. Nice and slow. Keep that block in between your knees. Lift up. Going to the right again. So we're going to be doing 3 sets. Turn your head to the left, hovering above the ground. So we're working on strengthening our core. Lift. Go to the other side. And hold. And lift. One more set. Going to the right, hovering above the ground. And lifting and going to the other side. Nice, hovering above the ground. And lifting up. Good. From there, we're going to take the block out. Great. And then draw the knees in, lift the legs, lower the legs, and lift yourself up. Seated posture. And now you're going to grab a blanket, fold it up, and come up on top. Inhale up. And then exhale, we're going to drop into a forward fold. Now, we're just going to come down towards the feet. You could touch the toes and then come back up. Now, if you can't touch the toes, it's fine. And then lower again, hinging at the hips, you guys. Reach. If you could go above the feet, that's fine. And then come back up. Each time, maybe going a little bit deeper and lowering again. And come back up. And then one more time, and this time you're going to hold. So if you need to, if you're not as flexible, you're going to hold here, or you could use a strap. Do it like this. Hinge at the hip, or you can grab your feet, hinging at your hip. Great. And taking a moment in each of these postures as we move a little slower to really think about bringing in peace with each posture, stillness and peace and a sense of contentment. Being content with each moment as it arises is one of the things that I thought was so beautiful from the Vipassana course that I went to in July, is they teach you that it doesn't matter what is being presented in the moment. Whether it's pleasant or unpleasant doesn't matter. It's that we embrace the moment for whatever it is. We allow ourselves to be aware and accepting of whatever arises. That includes the outside situation, the inside situation, our mind, and our emotions. Good. And then we're going to lift up. And now the right leg comes up and we turn. And then see if you can extend your arm and turn your head and look at the thumb. Good. Now, this arm that's extended is going to go to the ground. You're going to then drop the leg, open up, and then I'm going to come back on my mat, reach up, open up. So it's a nice big side body opener. And you can take the arm alongside the ear. Nice. And then that way you get even bigger stretch for the side body. Fantastic. I love my cantaloupe tights. They're so cute. It's cantaloupe season, you guys. Good. And then we come out of that. And you're just going to keep it just like this with the foot on the inside and dropping into another forward fold. Pause there. And wherever you are, it's fine. Make sure you're hinging from your hips as much as you can. Right? So you can keep your hands on either side of the leg. Or if you're a little more flexible, you can reach out there, grab that foot, drop your head. Great. And then release. And you're going to straighten out the feet, bring them in. The hands are going to go behind you, and I want you to turn your fingertips in. Now, if you have wrist issues, okay, you can turn them out. But eventually you end up with the fingertips facing you, feet in, and then press up into tabletop. Stable and strong. And then coming out of that. And now you're going to straighten the right leg. Left leg comes up. And you're just going to grab that leg and rotate behind you. Nice and simple. And then if you can, extend the arm and look at that thumb. Then that hand drops, drop the left leg, open up, and then reach. Big open body, side body stretch. That arm goes alongside the ear. Big stretch. This is actually a variation of side plank. And then we come out of that, keeping that left foot on the inner thigh of the right extended leg, and then we go forward into a fold. Hands could be on either side of the leg or reach. Good, and then we come up, take our fingers behind us, bring your feet in, and fingertips facing you. Tabletop again. Strong and stable. So you want your butt up high. Strengthen that back body. Keep the knees tracked in line with the front of the hip bone. Great, and then come down, bring your feet together, and coming to the top of your mat. Now, you might need that blanket underneath your heels, and you might need to separate your feet a little bit. That's fine. My feet are together. I'm throwing my blanket underneath my heels for a little support. Okay. And then I sit up tall, and then I rotate. Hands together. Strong and stable. Spinal twists are going to help squeeze out tension. So that's great for that fire element if you've got excess heat, or maybe you had a lot going on today. It's going to help release some of that stress of the day. And then hands here on the ground, move the blanket out or block, drop the heels, and take it into a forward fold. Now your hands can come up to your shins, that's fine. Or you can use a block right here and drop your head. And then we release. Heels come up again. Pull that blanket under. Nice. Sit up. And now we go to the other side. Hands together in prayer. And hold. And hands down, pull your blanket out, forward fold, and step back into down dog. Draw your navel in, get hollow in your belly. Separate your feet just a little bit. Drop down onto your knees, and you're going to shift back, and we're going to come up, keeping our pelvis nice and level, up, and the hands are going to drop down, and you're going to take them right here to the low back. Push your elbows in and shoulders behind you, and look up. This is actually a really great posture for Vata. And then see if you can go a little further, maybe to the hamstrings, and maybe even further to your heels. If that doesn't work for you, you can take 2 blocks and place them on either side of your feet. Ta-da! And then you're pretty much close to your heels. Nice. And then coming out of that, you're going to go reaching out back into down dog. Good, and from there, we're going to pick up the right leg and step forward for warrior 1. Now keeping the hips square, which I mean by that is that both hips are level. So there are some postures where your hip is open. This posture, your hips are level. They're square, facing the same direction like headlights. Okay? So here you are, right leg is forward and reach up. Strong and stable. Back heels down and lift your arch. And then you want to use a dristi. When we're dealing with Vata, we want to give Vata as much stability as possible. So what's a dristi? Your dristi is a single pointed focus. So you find a point in front of you for the eyes to gaze upon, and you keep your focus there. Then rest your face. So it's not an intense focus. However, you are focused on that single point. And then release. Take your hands to the ground and step back, down dog. Then the left leg comes up and steps forward, and we go into warrior 1 again. Keeping the hips nice and square, back heel is down, and keep the arch lifted in that back foot. and reach. Once again, strong and stable. By the way, you guys, TMCC has more openings for my class. Please come join it. It's only 3 weeks. That's it. Tuesday night. It starts at 5:30. I thought it was at 6, but it starts at 5:30 and it goes till 8. Just for 3 Tuesdays. You'll learn so much. So please come join it. Very affordable. If you know somebody, send them. I'll send you the link. Great. You're holding it here, then releasing out of it, back into down dog. Great. And then we're going to shift from down dog into plank. You can lower with control or you can modify to your knees and lower. Good. And then lifting up, half cobra, just half. See if you could go a little higher and then go back down dog. Right leg now is going to step forward and it's a bigger stance. Drop your back heel, line up heel to heel. And now we do warrior 2. Looking down the middle right finger, hips now are open. And bringing that back arm around, step back, down dog. Then that left leg steps forward. Again, warrior 2. So we're trying to do all of these standing postures that create strength and stability. Looking down that middle left finger. Now, I know the camera is making it look like I'm on my right. I'm not. I'm on my left. Just the camera turns me. Good. And then we bring it down. Step back, down dog. Shift forward plank. Modify to the knees if you need to and lower. Lift up cobra either halfway or a little higher. And then go back down dog. Right leg now steps forward again. It's a wider stance. And we're going to come up into Parsvakonasana, side angle. I'm starting out here modified. Arm is on the thigh, but you can then go block on the big toe side of the foot. Use a block or hands on the ground. Reach. Swing the arm around and step back. Down dog. Left leg comes up. Step forward. Side angle. Parsvakonasana. Modified here at first. Or you can use a block or take your hand to the ground. Strong and steady. We're stabilizing, paying very much attention to what we need to be doing as we shift into a new season. Swing the arm around and step back, down dog. Once again, shifting forward into plank. Modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift cobra. And take it back, down dog. Right leg now steps forward again. And we're going to line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. If you're using a block, it's going to go to the baby toe side of the foot. Straight legs. Reach the right arm up. And then take it down. And then the other arm comes up. Trikonasana. Strong and stable. This is a tridoshic posture. Great posture. You want to keep the torso lined up with the front leg. Lean back. Imagine that your sacrum, your back, and the back of your head, your shoulders are all lined up on a wall. So you're really going to feel that edge where you have to work on balance. Swing the arm around. We are going to drop the back knee and shift our weight forward, and then see if you can drop to the inside and lower onto your elbows, and you can use a block. Good, and then from there, step back, down dog. Other leg then steps forward. We're going to do the same thing. Setting up for Trikonasana, use a block. Place it on that baby toe side of the foot if you need it. Straight legs, lining up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Reach and lower. Lining up the torso, imagining that you are connected to a wall at the sacrum, the back, the shoulders, and the back of the head. Strong and stable. Then swinging the arm around, reaching out that back leg and dropping into a low lunge. You can use a block. Drop down onto your elbows and hold. You don't have to do that. You can just stay here if you need to. It's fine. Flexibility level does not matter because that will change. So a lot of times people say, oh, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. Well, that's why you do yoga. Eventually you will become flexible. Great, and then stepping back, down dog. Shifting forward, plank, modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift up cobra. And then we're going to take it back, extending those arms, extended prayer, foreheads down. And bringing the right leg up for pigeon, reach out and then lower. And move into a contemplative state. So holding this posture, contemplating emptiness, being the witness of whatever arises, stabilizing, and then stepping that right leg back. Left leg now comes forward, drop. And again, it's the same thing. And just rest there. Be the witness. Be as still as possible in that posture, giving to yourself by doing that. If we fidget around, all that movement aggravates the Vata. We want to remember that the full moon amplifies. So we are bringing in stillness, peace. It's like Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. Be that. Be that stillness. Be that peace. Great. And then we're going to take the back leg up and then open up wide-legged, coming up on your blanket and sit. Opening up to one side, lateral stretch. Hold that. Breathe into your side body. Breathe. Nice. And then we go to the other side. Beautiful. Doesn't have to be extreme. We don't want to do extreme. We're dealing with full moon and Vata. Change in the environment. When there's change, we stabilize. Great. And then we come forward. Hands are right in front. See if you can walk out a little further. Hinging from the hips, not the back. So you're hinging from here, not up here. Don't do this. Okay, don't do that, you guys. Stay right here. It's fine. You don't have to go as far. It's no big deal. I like to use a block. You could just stay right there. Block gives you a little bit of a lift. Now it's a little easier to hinge from the hip. You start dropping the chest forward. It's nice. See if you can reach out a little further. Eventually, maybe even dropping your head all the way down. Just rest there. Be still. Let the breath settle. All right, and then we come up out of that, swinging one leg around, laying on our back, find your heels and lift up again. Bridge. Oh, I love bridge. If you need to, you could stabilize that bridge with a block. Good, and then we lower and drawing the knees in, taking them to the right side, extending your left arm out, bringing the right hand. You can rest your legs now on the ground. Turn your head and look to the side. And then the legs come up and go to the other side. And extending the arm. Nice. Good, and then from there, we're gonna set ourselves up for Shavasana. Now, if you need to do another bridge, go for it. Otherwise, extend, legs down. Open up your palms, draw your shoulder blades underneath you, Cover your eyes. And now we do our relaxation posture. Close your eyes and definitely moving our body into that stillness. Letting our body rest into the floor, into the ground, being supported. Let the body be received by the ground. Imagining that the earth beneath you, the ground beneath you, provides you with that stability and the stillness that you need as you move into fall, autumn. Stabilizing in that stillness and peace for the full moon. Quiet and still, restful. And begin to deepen your breath. Allow some movement into your fingers and toes. Gently, slowly roll to your right side. And when you get to the right side, you want to pause. Be still. Establish that stillness again. Move with peace and contentment. And then bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands together and connecting your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes. We're going to take a moment here to once again connect with our own heart. And so I want you to imagine that the heart is breathing. So you could feel the movement of the heart, the chest with the breath, and the thumbs connected to the chest. So you're moving the chest and the heart with the breath. And infusing into your heart a sense of stillness and peace. Have that intention. Being an open vessel for kindness, for acceptance, for whatever it is that arises in each moment. Anchor that into the heart. Infuse it into the body. And may you have a wonderful evening. Happy full moon. Namaste.